Peace and blessings, everyone that is entering in the chat. This is Underrated Mind along with Hollop. Today's topic membership dues. We are going to recap a video that was posted 3 days ago. Membership dues 101. Please don't forget to like the video. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. We are also on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit. And if you are a person that believes in land infrastructure and nationhood, having a nation state on the African continent, I know, right, Michael? We late, but we here. If you are a person that believes in nationhood for the African people, register to the website BAIO Afrikstan.org. I repeat, that is BAIO Afrikstan.org. ORG.
Coming to you live.
Coming to you live. How's everyone doing in the chat? Today is Sunday.
Yeah, I'm sharing this around as we speak.
Yeah, I have put this in the oh, I should have. Okay, yeah. Peace, Facebook user. I should have posted the YouTube link, not the.
Oh, the StreamYard link? Yeah, that's for people who want to join.
Yeah, yeah.
You want the YouTube link? I got it.
No, I already shared it right now.
I just shared
Oh,
it on
Mr.
Twitter.
Dawood. Mr. Dawood is in the building.
I'm sharing it on Facebook. Did you use that thumbnail?
The one that you had sent me for the other video.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the funny thing. When I had set it up, it didn't give me the option to put the thumbnail on there.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can do it.
And if it's allowing you to do it, then maybe I don't know, to have a certain role.
Where's
Well,
the wood
that
at?
makes sense because I did it the last time.
Oh, but the wood's on Facebook. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can do that. Mm-hmm. Oh, what happened? Everything went blank.
Everything went blank.
Oh, okay, I hear you now.
Oh. Well, I guess we should get started. So, today's topic BAIO membership dues 101. And if you guys are confused as to what we are talking about, we do have a video that is called BAIO membership dues, basically setting the standard or the expectation of, a member that's associated with us. And this isn't, a micromanaging thing, but this is just more so how we as members can make nationhood, a trending topic and more talked about and discussed with these five things. So we're just gonna, recap, kind of expound on it, answer any questions, any extra thoughts, and just go from there. So the first thing when it comes to membership dues, as a member, you should already have subscribed to the BAIO social media platforms. What is that specifically? Well, like I stated earlier, we have our YouTube channel, we have our Facebook, Instagram, we have Twitter, TikTok. We even have a LinkedIn. And also our website. So the main thing you should do is, register into the website, but also subscribe to those channels. And also, too, we have, as Halep stated in the video, we have members within the BAIO that have their own channels, and they post comments. Also, we post comments, content that is relative to nationhood. So, for an example, I have my separate channel, Underrated Mind, and I post content, here and there that is relevant to nationhood. Recently, I created a spoken word called Nationhood. I even had a little song called Liberia Here I Come. That's both on my channel and the BAIL channel. So that's what the first step means when it comes to subscribing to social media platforms. Halep, you had any thoughts as to why you put
Yeah,
that?
we have a linked tree with all the links to our social media. Um, and I don't know if this is might be an aside, but I just got an encouraging article that a Siri sent me talking about the death of YouTube, how YouTube is becoming MySpace. And I didn't realize that TikTok was trying to compete with them
Oh wow.
because TikTok can literally take them out.
Yeah.
Because what I heard was that YouTube decided that they were going to do shorts because they saw how popular the TikTok videos were. So that's why they have
Mhm.
YouTube shorts now. So TikTok in response is going to have long form videos where you can upload um, videos 10 minutes and stuff like that. So I'm like, uh-oh, that's a problem. Because you
Right.
see, as you can tell, and this is what we've been experiencing, the margin for error is just so small on YouTube. Like you do one little thing, and the next thing you know, you're flagged or you're suspended, you're this, you're that. It's no freedom. It's not like YouTube used to be a really free platform. You could just go up there, express what you wanted. They didn't have a whole lot of copyright issues, like because most people who use songs are not making money off the songs, you know? So I don't
Right.
understand why they're cracking down on people. Like Marvel knows that there are people that do reactions to their videos, and they actually like the fact that
I
people are
like
doing
it.
reaction because it's like free publicity for them.
Yeah.
But a lot
Keeps
of
them
these people are
relevant.
YouTube has become more centered on advertisers than users, and that's the kiss of death.
Mm.
Because MySpace did the same thing. They got popular, then they decided to become corporate, and they got getting littered with ads and advertisers, and then boom, it was done because it wasn't cool anymore. And when it comes to the internet and when it comes to young people, the shit's got to be cool. Once it stops being cool, they abandon it. So Facebook basically has been abandoned by young people, and YouTube is getting abandoned by young people because of TikTok. So we have a voice on those platforms because they still exist, but we've been
Mhm.
really heavy on the TikTok lately. Like I know for me, I've been concentrating more on TikTok than I have on YouTube. Like I just been going through my old content looking for clips and funny bits and stuff like that to put them on TikTok so people can get them in digestible chunks. So you see how things are, man. You got to constantly be changing and adapting and moving to what's going on,
Facts.
and that's what we do. That's what we've been preaching from the mountaintops for years. Is that instead of going back, how you going to say what's today's mathematics in the book you're reading from is from the 1960s?
It's old.
That's not today's mathematics. That's yesterday's mathematics. You know, if we're
60s
going to talk about
really
what's
no
today's
mathematics.
mathematics, let's talk about what's going on right now. What are the figures right now? What is the population right now? So, that's just my 2 cents on that.
Alrighty. Number 2, like, comment, and share the social media content. There was one thing that you said that made me think about, and I was just like, you know what? He's right. Mouse click energy. All of
Yeah,
these things are from a click of a mouse.
right.
So, what that means, people, is whenever a content is posted from the BAIO channel, whether that's Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, show some support by just liking it, say a little comment. It could just, be first or be Afrikan, or actually putting your real thoughts into the video. What do you think about it? Because that's also great feedback, and
Hmm.
it gives traction. And most of all, you're giving the video more attention, and it helps the algorithm. So the more people that like, and share and post a little, discussion in the comment section, the better. So
Yeah, to put it simply, if the content that we are putting out doesn't even garner a like, a share, and a subscribe and a comment from the people who are in the BAIO, then what is the reason for anybody outside of the BAIO liking it
right.
and sharing it? I mean, we should have every member should be liking that video, sharing the video, leaving a comment to show activity and engagement with the content. If you haven't done that, then why is everybody so shocked that the word is not getting out?
Yeah.
Like if you go to any BAIO video, you're gonna see Mr. Holipsism. Even if I just say first, you're gonna see me. You're gonna see me with a comment. You're gonna definitely see the stuff shared on my social media. And this is the thing: there's not gonna be any oversight committee. I
Yeah, I
don't believe
mean,
in that, man. I believe that people have to check themselves. You have to see, what am I doing? Am I leaving comments? Am I liking? If I just, nobody should have to look after us. We're not babies. I don't do micromanaging. Nobody has to micromanage me.
this
And am
ain't
I
corporate.
special? Right? Am I special? I don't think I'm special in any way. I just believe in land infrastructure nationhood. I believe in the concept. I believe in what we're doing. And if you do that and you pass it around, and if we get engagement, if we just get engagement from our membership, I'll be satisfied. Because once that happens, people will say, hey, people are looking at this video. What's going on over here?
Right. It'll trickle down. Yeah.
Yeah. So just to get the active membership involved in liking and sharing and subscribing and passing the info, because I'm telling you, I get I get videos all the time sent to my inbox saying, watch this before they delete it.
Right.
And
Oh,
it's
no.
usually some dumb shit. But I never ever outside of the BAIO membership get a video. Like I'll know that we're doing what we're supposed to do when one day I get somebody sharing a BAIO video that's not in the BAIO. Because then I'll know it's permeating throughout the system.
Big brother's always watching. Yeah, I mean, like, it's how simple can we get?
Mouse click energy
Mouse click energy.
and a few keystrokes. What did and like you said, I'm being nice with just maybe a one word response, but it really would be nice to know what do you actually think about the video. That would be nice. Or is just keystroking a sentence too much to ask for?
Mm. Well, that leads to number 3. Post BAIO related content to promote land, infrastructure, and nationhood. Now, this may be a nerve wrecking or anxiety for some because, you know, some people may be uh, salesmen in the day, nationhood at night. Daggone, plumber in the
Well, to
AM.
to those to those people, I have to say this. Now, it's certain things that I can understand you not wanting to share
Hmm.
because there's a lot of content out here that's ridiculous. This old bang on the beast, kill the white man stuff, kill whitey. We get it. That does. I don't think it exists as much now, but that is some people who take things too far and preaching, committing violence and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But my question is this, because me personally, when it comes to my channel, you can go and check out the content on my channel. I don't put out anything that I can't defend. If somebody was, and I've actually had a situation, it wasn't exactly my content, but it was me on another person's content, and
Hmm.
my job questioned me on it.
Hmm.
Yeah, this actually happened. I didn't say anything about it publicly, but this actually happened at my gig, and it became like an investigation and stuff.
Wait, they investigated? What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it wasn't like I said, it wasn't my content. It was me commenting on on content of somebody else.
Oh.
I think it was one of Latasha's live streams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I said something about. I believe the thing that they questioned me about was I made the statement that it has something to do with Christianity, and I said that one of the verses I read a verse from the Bible, and I said that verse is written by a white person.
Hollow. Hollow.
Yeah. So the guy who one of the guys who was questioning asked me about it, and I said, yeah, that's what I said. And I said, who's the person who got offended? The slave master? So so now we got to make sure we're being we're not offending people that had slaves.
Hollow.
And even the guy interviewing me was laughing because he's like, "Come on, man!" like, but like I said, I could defend anything that I say. I'm not just speaking. I'm not a loose cannon where I'm just out here just talking shit. Everything that's on my channel, I can defend. And there's been things that I've taken down
Oh my
off of my channel because I felt like it was being a little bit too aggressive. It's only happened one or two times, but like there's been clips that I did where I said, "Nah, I don't think I want to put that up,"
God. Mm-hmm.
and I've taken it down because like if I have to defend it, I'm like, can I really wholeheartedly defend that? And I'm like, nah. So then take it down.
Yeah. And when it comes to with number 3, posting BI related content, we're not asking people to have a 1 hour live stream like this or to, post make a documentary or something. Like it could just be something simple as, you know, why why do I believe in nationhood, or why did I join the BAIO, or thoughts about um ways to, I don't know, create buildings faster when it comes to infrastructures, or what kind of water system would work best if we're developing a nation state. Like, it doesn't have to be something that is an hour long or taking up most of your time. The whole
And
point of it.
also,
Mhm.
and also, is the concept of black people having their own nation state, like embracing Liberia and building up Liberia and making that Liberia great again, is that concept controversial?
No.
Like, if you share a video, let's say Jabari did, state showing how
Hmm.
Liberia should be our nation state. If somebody from your job listens to that video, what in that video is going to be grounds for you to be punished for? I guess that's what I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing where the controversy is.
Right.
What's the controversy in saying that black folks should have socioeconomic and political control over their reality? What's the because what's the opposite of that? If you're saying that, oh, you're wrong, or that's controversial for saying that, so then the opposite of having socioeconomic and political control over your environment is to not have that and to be a slave. So that's what we're preaching? Like, is that more acceptable? So I don't get the controversy. I don't get why sharing the content would give you. And like I said, I hope I didn't scare people with the thing that I use, but that had nothing to do with BAIO content. That was something that I was have
Yeah.
a conversation I was
Yeah.
involved with. That was like I would say spicy,
Spicy.
because there's certain things that I will say that's spicy. And even those spicy things I can defend. Because like I said, if somebody approached me and said, how could you say that this scripture was written by white people? I said, because it's saying slaves be obedient to their masters.
Oh,
Duh.
I'm gonna need a drink. But
Slaves be obedient to your masters. I have to repeat that. Slaves be obedient to your master. That wasn't written by a white person? Let's just take a calculated guess. This is what this was in the Bible that they were teaching our people during slavery. And this is actually up for discussion. We're actually, that seems like you're being unfair to the slave master. Really? That's where we're going? So I'll defend that any day. I'll make that statement any day of the week. Slaves be obedient to your man. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, okay, but with number three, like, Hollow's right, because I posted a few things off of LinkedIn, and if anything, I got support from it. There was no pushback at all. One of them actually asked, like, where could they register, and I just posted the link. So it's just getting the message out there, and it'll reach to those who have the same mindset. But number 4, post the BAIO logo of your state chapter on your social media platform as your profile picture or avatar. So pretty much, if you are in the United States and you're in Georgia, Florida, Nebraska, hell, Alaska, I think we got, we got logos for that. And, just make that as your avatar. Could they make it as a, how they have like a head cover, like behind the avatar too? Like as a background?
Sure. You see what I just did?
Yeah. Alakazam,
Wow.
Alakazam.
Wow. That was so simple, wasn't it?
Yep.
As a matter of fact, I'll keep it up. I'm from New York, so there's the BAIO logo for New York.
Queens.
This is not complicated stuff.
Bronx. Yeah,
Not
I got
complicated. What's yours? Yours would be
Georgia.
GA.
Yep, GA.
Yeah. Change yours just for the hell of it, just so we can show people how easy it is. to change your avatar to
Huh?
show the thing. It's easy. You know how I did it?
How did
You
you?
see the three. You see the three dots.
Yeah.
When you click on it, what does it
And you
say?
click edit audio avatar.
Bingo. Unless you don't have your G8. Do you have that on your computer? Your G8?
I do. I do. I have to pull it up from
Oh,
my
okay.
folder. I'm doing that right now. But yeah, I mean the whole thing, because it's one thing to just hear about the BAIO, but then it's also another thing when you see the logo BAIO as well.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are visuals, so when they see something multiple times, of course they're going to like kind of ask in the back of their mind, like, okay, what is this BAIO? Like, I keep seeing the logo every single time. I mean, it's marketing, like marketing 101. Come
Yeah,
on.
I switched. Just to be, lead by example. I have the New York logo on my Twitter. I have it on my what was it on my Facebook. I have to
Mhm.
change it on the Instagram and on YouTube. I keep it the way that I do because that's my brand. On the YouTube is my eyes. So
YouTube is your eyes. Yeah.
yeah, but on the other ones, I try to put the logo. And sometimes I'll just throw up the logo on YouTube like I'm doing right now, just for you know to show people. Like one of the things that I wanted to do. Hey, there you go. GA. One of the things that I wanted to do was have a period of time. Like let's say um, we say for this week, every BIO member is going to have their logo up
Right.
in a show of solidarity for whatever. It could be for whatever reason, and we just all have that as our avatars for that week. That sends out a powerful message.
Yeah.
So, yet
For
again,
you.
mouse click energy. And all of the logos are available on the BAIO website.
Yep. Just right click, save the image. Boom. And then last but not least, number 5, bring in somebody else besides yourself into the BAIO. I've
Me
done
and a
this a few
series.
times.
Yeah.
And first off, don't force it. That's the main thing you don't want to do. That's what we don't do. It's gradual conversation. I'll give you one example. I was talking to a friend of mine, me and him, we were just chopping it up. First it was talking about what we were talking about. Oh, first we were talking about, the high value man and stuff. That's when I was, deep into Kevin Samuel's content, but not so much. And then it just kind of evolved into, a little bit of politics. And once I explained to him, exactly what I do, um, he was like, "Oh, okay. So, like, where would I go?" And I explained to him the website. Actually, showed him some of the content. There was another conversation where I was talking to an Uber driver, and he used to be a part of the NAACP. And I
Mm.
just thought, well, now it's the perfect time to kind of just throw in that because we have a common interest in terms of looking out for Black people. So yeah, there's ways that you could bring in people, but not actually having to give them some Kool-Aid to hypnotize them or some shit like that.
Yeah. It's just perfect example is on our newest active member is LD, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was speaking with a Syrian. I said, that's the type of member that I am interested in. Like, I'm not really interested, just like I forget which commandment it is, forgive me, but I want to connect, not convince. I think that there's LD it wasn't like we had to come and teach LD about land infrastructure nationhood. What it was he was looking for us and we were looking for him, and we found each other.
Yeah. Hmm.
And that's what I like. I like that. I like getting with people who have already graduated from kindergarten. Me personally, I think those are the people that we have to deal with, because this is the fourth quarter, you're trying to win the game. You don't want to have somebody in the game to just learn how to play football.
Right.
I'd rather deal with the people that's, been on losing teams and trying to get with a winner.
Trying to get with the winner. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have to teach them how to run routes and throw passes or do whatever they got to do. They already know what they got to do. They have a support system around them. So now what they doing can be impactful and make a difference.
Right. I mean, because correct me if I'm wrong, but if we had somebody that, is still learning how to run routes, or they're new, I mean, the upside is, they want to join, but then what would be
Mhm.
like the downside of it? The fact that we have to like teach them nationhood, or they're just
Well, see, this
all
is the
these
thing.
questions and
I posed this question to a Siri. We were talking, and
hmm
she was saying how um I asked her, I said, why is it, because none of us just came out the womb knowing about this concept.
right.
At some point we were all going down these dark alleys. Even Minister DeWoo can tell you, like, we've been nation for nation people. That's the reason
Yeah.
why we know it so well, because we were there. So we know what it is. We know we've been through these ideological, dark alleys. We know what they're like. So what brought us to the point that we are now? And she said what brought us to the point we are now is our ability to question things, to question pre-existing knowledge, to say, okay, this is what I believe in, but this is not yielding the proper results. So what's wrong?
hmm
There must be something wrong with the way that I'm thinking and the way that things are going. And so I asked her, I said, so if that's what we did, and you get somebody that doesn't have the ability to question things, why?
hmm
And she said that her answer was, and I quote, because they're dumb. And I
Oh my
said,
gosh.
yeah, that's right. And I don't want to spend a lot of time with dumb people. I mean, I don't want to be, I got to be real. It's like when you when you come across a solution, or better yet, forget about the solution. When you want to learn, there's a way that you carry yourself when you want to learn. When we went to the slave theater, we were new to the knowledge. We didn't know things. So then what were we doing? The majority of the time we were sitting in our seats, taking notes with our mouth closed, learning from people who know what they're talking
You know
about.
what they're talking about, right? Okay.
We weren't getting up in the middle of the speech going, hey, I don't agree with what you just said. Well, what about blah, blah, blah? The whole attitude of us was about a student. So if somebody is coming in being confrontational, thinking that they know more than we do, then what the hell are you here for?
True. True.
So it's a certain vibe and a certain spirit of a student, somebody who wants to learn. When I'm around people who know something, I keep my mouth shut and I learn.
A certain vibe to stew.
And if I have to challenge, it has a basis for the challenge. I'm not just challenging just to be playing devil's advocate or challenging just to be challenging. I'm
hmm
challenging because something about what I'm hearing is not making sense to me, and I want to get further clarity. So it's not even challenging in a confrontational way. It's challenging in a way to elicit more understanding.
Yeah, I mean, and that's very important, because one thing I love about the BAIO is our vetting process.
Mm-hmm.
and how it's really easy to just filter that out, where we can easily spot somebody that is just talking out their ass, or they're not really even invested in it, but they're asking just silly questions.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not only just to relatable to a social network, but it's relatable to like everyday life, at a job. Like,
Mm-hmm.
here I am, a manager of, you know, others, and isn't it like, annoying sometimes when a coworker, you don't even have to be a manager, it could just be on the same level, and they're like, "Hey, I can't do this." And literally there's a resource there where it actually tells you how to do it.
Mm. Yeah.
Or like they're disagreeing with it, but the source is telling you, well, when this situation occurs, this is what you have to do. So it's like it's not even just within the BAIO, like it's everyday life, and with us, like we just it's not tolerable, it's
Yeah.
not. um
It all boils down to this, and like you said, it stretches beyond just BAIO. It's just life in general. Relationships. When you have a woman or a mate that's constantly questioning everything that you do, it's simple. She doesn't respect you. Doesn't respect you. Because when I get into the plane, I got on JetBlue and went to, ATL. I didn't go up in
mhm.
the cockpit saying, "Well, wait a minute, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be." Shut the fuck up and sit in the seat and wait till that guy takes us to where we gotta go safely.
Oh snap.
I don't challenge the pilot. And if you're with somebody and that person does not respect your ability to take them to the destination you both are trying to go to, the reason why is because they don't respect you.
Shout
So
outs
just
to
apply
Rona.
that to everything. Yeah, peace, Rona.
Sh- Shout outs to Rona. He said exactly. You have to learn how to fine tune your route running to become a proficient, productive route runner. Same applies to what we are trying to do here in the BAIO.
Right.
Nothing but facts.
And I'd rather have that route runner who's become proficient at running routes as a part of the team because I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
And that's not to say now keep in mind, I don't want to say that we shitting on new member. That's not what the deal is. Oh, wait. We have another person with us.
Hi, everyone.
Well. Look
Hey.
who's late.
I know it could not be helped. Oh my gosh, I had to trim my eyelashes.
Oh,
Jabari.
see, that's important
I
now.
I
You
was
got to
I
do that.
was I was out,
What's up?
y'all. So I was not at
I
the
was
moment able
out.
to start at the beginning. So now I'm
What's up?
here, and I really wanted to get on because of what Hollip said just a few seconds ago. That's what really got me on. I was just really just planning to tune in until Hollip was talking about the the pilot, and that's what really just drove me to get on here because that is just so true. It's just so true.
Yeah, you don't go and get in the cockpit telling the pilot, "Wait, I don't seem like you know what you're doing."
It's called being like a faux expert, trying to be challenging experts who are actually experts in their field, and that's what really triggered me because it's just like I hear that over and over again. People giving their commentary, acting like they're experts when they've only read like maybe one or two articles that may not be reliable, instead of the person who's actually has experience, who actually has qualification, who actually has skills speaking on it.
Don't we do it? Like, listen, if anything comes up Liberia, I call Jabari. I have absolutely no problem yielding that
Facts.
authority to him. Is that supposed to be some humiliation by me doing that?
No, it's
It's
it,
called
it
common sense.
Exactly. Just like if I had to ask Hala for self defense, if I needed help with self defense, who would I go to?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we want to do anything related to, like, one of the biggest issues in Liberia is traffic control. Who do you think we speak to?
Ronan.
And does anybody feel a sense of humiliation because they got to go to Ronan because Ronan knows more than we freaking do? I don't understand why this is such a difficult concept for people.
Yeah. And with number 5 too, I mean, bringing some, well, not even just that, but with all the components that we talked about. Another thing about, BAO that I love with us is, we're self-governed. Like, it's not waiting for orders. We just do it.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
when
no
I joined,
hierarchy.
I figured out.
Eventually it'll get there. Not right now.
Yeah, well, eventually, but like, for instance, when I joined, like, I just figured out a way to contribute. I like to promote things. I've had a little experience of, using a movie editor and stuff. So therefore I just thought, oh, well, I can create some content.
Mm-hmm. And you are very good, by the way.
I'm all right, but appreciate it.
Very good. I always look forward to a underrated mind drop.
I would just say to that is it's not even a matter of marching orders. If you are somebody who you genuinely believe in a movement and you're in the minority, you have to be the leader. You can't expect the majority to just get along. Like, you can't just say, "Hey, let's
Right.
get on this nationhood plan." No, this is your movement. This is your movement. You have to lead it. So if you're telling people, "Well, why aren't they doing anything?" My response is, we are doing things, but the thing about this is the majority is not leading the way. It's a minority. Eventually more people will get on, but when you introduce people to a new idea, you have to be that catalyst. They're following after you because you're setting the example, because this is your movement.
Right. Right. I mean,
And that's one of the reasons why I push how do you view the BAIO is important. Because a lot of people, I posted something a while ago, this was years ago, called the mind fuck of leadership. And it was one of the reasons, like, why we approach things a little differently than traditionally it was approached, is because people have a habit of watching leaders twist in the wind. And I noticed that we were talking about the Kevin Samuels thing.
Yeah.
And I was saying that there's advantages to going viral with that way that he did it, but there's also drawbacks to doing that too. The drawback is that when that one charismatic leader is disgraced or taken out or dies or whatever, then that pretty much stops the movement, or whatever so-called movement, because it was never about the movement. It was about the personality of that person. So that's why it's important that everybody understands what is the driving force behind the BAIO. What is the BAIO about? Is the BAIO about the charismatic personality of Jabari, or the charismatic personality of Hollop, or underrated, or whatever? No. It's about principles. It's about the principles of land, infrastructure, nationhood. It's about making Liberia great again.
Yeah. I mean, we have an About Us section too, if you guys wanted to learn the basis of what the BAI is about. So there's that too.
Look at everybody has their own logo up. Isn't that fantastic? We got New York, we got Georgia, we got Liberia, and we got Canada.
Look at that.
You see that?
Technically, I would be Georgia, but since I'm the expert on Liberia, I just put Liberia all the way. So
Nah, you Liberia. That's you.
You wasn't
Yeah.
supposed
That's
to
you.
say that. I'm joking.
I wouldn't even disrespect you by putting Georgia because that would be like, nah, man. Jabari's Liberian.
Mhm.
What did
Yeah.
Ronan say? Learn this from studying martial arts and apply it in general. The best student is a student who is humble and willing to learn from anyone to increase their knowledge and share that knowledge with like-minded and honorable people. Bingo.
And
Oh, yeah.
also, and to add to Ronan's point, that shows that you've mastered it. It's one thing to learn it, but the way that you truly mastered it is to teach it to other people. They always tell you that in applications of knowledge is you're supposed to be able to teach it to people. If you can't
Mhm.
teach this to people, then you really haven't mastered the concept.
Right. Yeah, that's so funny because my cousin Larry, he was laughing because like I'm now like when we go to the range, I'm showing people how to shoot.
Facts. I mean, there was a
'Cause,
lot
like,
that I've
yeah, man,
learned.
that's what happens once you learn it and you know it, then you can pass it on.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot that I learned just from the lounge, that we would have. And
Hmm.
just those deep conversations, where it just goes all over the place. But there's a lot of gems that you guys, drop. And for me at my age, to just be a part of it, it's just like, wow.
Yeah, man, and we appreciate you definitely. A Siri,
Mm-hmm.
me and you were talking last night, and I dropped something that you liked.
Yeah, the filter?
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
were
we were
talking.
we were talking about what were we talking about? Obama or something?
Your description had to do with the different types of leaders. So Obama was one, Trump was one, and each brought different things. But the way you characterized it, you said Obama was like an Instagram filter, and I thought that was brilliant. I love that
Yeah, he
because we
was an
have all the
Instagram filter for America. Like,
right,
you can make yourself look really pretty with that Instagram filter, but once that filter come off, you got Donald Trump.
right.
And I always felt like everybody was attacking Obama, right? And especially like in the conscious community, they was attacking Obama and really going at him, acting as if he was a traitor. I'm like, well, traitor? When did you ever think he was on your side? Number one. And what did you actually think a black president was going to do? That has more to do with your immaturity than it does him.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like I never really went at Obama like that because I was like, why? I never thought that Obama was going to do anything to push forward the narrative of land infrastructure nationhood.
Yeah.
So what am I disappointed in?
Yeah.
And I thought that he gave an unrealistic face to America because why? He was classy and he was educated and he was intelligent. That is not the face of America. Like I said, he was the Instagram filter for America. The
I
true
would say
face
this.
of America is Donald Trump.
Wow.
Mhm.
He's fat.
Yeah.
He's out of shape. He's uneducated. He's a bullshit artist. He don't know what the hell he's talking about, but pretend like he does. He's the perfect president for the United States of America. And I
I would
said it
say
before.
this.
He's not the president America needs. It's the president America deserves.
I would say this. I wouldn't even say Obama was an Instagram filter. I would say Obama was a respectability person. He was. That's who he was. He was a respectability because we got plenty of people who are intelligent, but Obama made it respectable. It made it. He's like, just make sure you pull your pants up and make sure you don't
Yeah,
like.
Jackie
It's that.
Robinson.
Yeah, the pick yourself up by your bootstrap. The respectable
Mhm.
Negro mindset.
Yeah, they Jackie Robinson him up because no scandals. Think about that. 8 years, no scandals.
Yeah.
Nobody saying Obama is the father of my child. No, nothing. in 8 years.
Obama's the father of my child.
He had to be Jackie Robinson. I don't know why we feel he had that strategy to me is nonsensical, but I get it.
It's delusional to me.
Yeah.
It's delusional.
Like this whole we gotta make sure that we walk on water and be perfect for what?
For racism, because that's how racism has been defined, that we are not to be a people to be respected. And so it puts us on the defense constantly trying to prove that we are equal. And we shouldn't have anything to prove, but that's the mindset. And that's where the respectability politics comes from. And we don't need to play into it. We should be smart enough to know now that we have worth, we have value, and we don't need to be on trial. We are not under indictment. And that's the mentality that needs to stop.
Oh man, you know what I just thought of? And I don't want to be, I guess this is not really a spoiler. Has anybody watched The Boys?
Yes. Wait. I didn't see episode.
No. I'm not going to give any new episode information, but I'm going to describe a relationship in there. The guy who runs the organization that controls the superheroes, the organization is called Vought. And the guy who runs Vought is Giancarlo Esposito. And Homelander, who's the leader of the Seven, which is the group that's sort of like the Justice League, whatever, Avengers leader. This guy is like a sociopathic Superman. Like if Superman was a sociopath, it would be Homelander. He just randomly killing people. Nobody can really do anything with him because they can't kill him. They can't, beat him or anything. So he's just running around like a child in a walker. In a sense, we are sort of like Homelander, and Stan Edgar is like the white man. Because technically, Homelander could kill him. He could literally laser him in half. There's nothing to stop him from doing it. But the only thing that is that Stan Edgar is inside of Homelander's head so much that he wouldn't even think of harming him.
Right.
Because he treats him like a child. He's like, you want respect from me? Like, why? I'm not impressed by you. He's like, you think you're a god? You're an idiot. And that's the reason why we have to keep cleaning up after you, because you don't know what the hell you're doing. And he will never touch Stan Edgar. And that's the same similar way that black people have the power, but they don't have the mentality. All the power in the world and no ability to use it because you don't have any confidence in yourself. You have all these insecurities that you're dealing with. And so the white man brings that out in you, just like Stan Edgar brings it out in Homelander.
Damn.
That's what it is. It's become an illusion because feeling defeated, it leads to you thinking you can't. And then you believe the narratives that are spun. So once you feel that you're defeated, you'll never try.
Yeah. And then if somebody feels that you're insecure and that you're unable or you're incapable or you're a disappointment and they feed to that, they got you.
And that also goes into instead of focusing on them or saying the problem is them, you start blaming yourself. You try to adapt to the situation. And I told Leon the same thing. I said, Black folks try so hard to adapt to how we can live in a toxic environment instead of asking the questions, why am I in a toxic environment? Should I even be in this environment? What do I have to gain from being in it? We don't ask that question. We try so hard to adapt into the toxic situation instead of thinking how we would normally think on a personal level. Whenever you're in a toxic situation as an individual, your response is not how do I adapt or adjust to be in this toxic situation. Your response is I'm going to remove myself from this situation. I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna argue. I'm gonna remove myself from this situation because if I continue, it's only going to get worse. So the best thing for me to do is to remove myself from the situation.
It's time to move out of our parents' house.
Amen.
It's that simple. It's the point where the rebellious teenager is trying to test the boundaries and show that they have the ability to take care of themselves. But the problem is they're doing it within somebody else's context. Mommy and daddy pay the bills. This is mommy and daddy's house. So if they tell you to be in by 11, your ass better be in by 11 or it's going to be a problem. But if you have your own house, you can be in anytime you want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time to leave mommy and daddy's house, have our own house. But for some reason, there's pushback on this.
Well, here's the thing though. There will be pushback because some people have given up and sacrificed so much to become complacent. So if you've sacrificed and given up to keep, to stay and remain at a lower position, this young buck stud coming along now with all this new thought and no, we don't have to put up with this and no, we can do this and we can do that. That's a threat. Let's be realistic. That seems
Mhm.
threatening because then you question yourself, well, why did I sacrifice my life to have a lower position?
Hmm.
Can I translate that?
Sure.
Why am I a bitch?
Oh.
Yes,
That's what it is. That's what they really be saying to themselves. Like, damn, I'm fucking soft.
kinda, probably.
Hollow.
I would say I don't think. I mean, my whole take on that would be is now when they say we don't have to deal with this and stuff. Now they're starting to think, okay, they're starting to think outside the box and they're thinking with different solutions. They're thinking, realizing I don't have to be in this situation. Why do I have to put myself through all this stress? Why not go somewhere where I am valued? Because if I'm not valued here, I know there's somewhere I'm valued. I know there's somewhere I can go. So
Hmm.
why not? And then
Yeah.
we have to question you. Well, how come you never thought of this? Because that's really what it is. How come you never thought about this?
Mm-hmm.
I think a Siri has an answer to that. We answered that last night. Remember?
Hmm.
Because they're dumb. If you don't question things and question what your belief systems is, and question the way that you view things, then you stay stagnant and you don't move. You don't progress. So if you don't have the ability to question, there's your answer. And that's something that everybody has to determine for themselves.
And nobody's saying you have to miss your core beliefs, but just question, come up with different scenarios because that's what I always do. I come up with so many different scenarios because I was just like, okay, I would love to be I love nation building. But at the same time I love outer space. And that's a thing. Because let's say we're in Liberia. In Liberia, we built a space program and they say we want to build a lunar station. Well, I want to go to the lunar station.
Hmm.
But the thing about it is I'm thinking of all these scenarios. If this happens, this happens. If this happens, this happens. I'm
This
thinking
happens.
all
Right.
these scenarios so that I'm not sitting here, you know, stuck in the same position. I can at least try to see and make a move on which one I think is best.
Jabari, does Liberia have its own dedicated satellite?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, wow.
We have to
Interesting.
we have to build on that stuff. The planetarium, the telescopes, the observatories, satellites, all that has to be built.
Hmm. Interesting.
Africa in general needs a space program. There's no way we should be astronauts right now. There should be astronauts in space right now. And
That's
we don't have
progressive thinking, though.
Yeah.
See,
I
in
mean,
order for you to even think the way that you're thinking, you got to
I
first
want
think that
you,
we should be in control.
Holla, I want you to think about because I was watching these videos of this is back 4 or 5 years. This is 4 or 5 years. I'll be watching him all the time because he's awesome, right? But this is what other people are considering, and I hardly see any black narrators doing this. But I want you to look at the topics that he's talking about: solar system colonization strategies, intergalactic colonization, colonizing Pluto, colonizing the outer solar system, the geopolitics of space colonization.
Mm.
They're thinking about colonizing other planets, and how do we do it?
How do we do it? Yeah.
They're preparing their people, saying, this is
Mhm.
what we need to do. This is how much it's going to cost. These are the things. This is what we need to be thinking about. And this is what my mind be on constantly. I want to go to outer space. I want to be able to be a part of space colonization. I want Africa to be ahead of that. So therefore, we need a planetarium. We need observatories. We need telescopes. We need astronomers. We need astrophysicists.
Just to add to that, Jabari, global warming is stating that there are going to be certain places that's underwater. So guess what the scientific community is doing? They're trying to think of how to build underwater cities.
Cities. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we could
See how people now, could you imagine if people was still reading from a book from the
See?
1930s?
See, they've had this stuff for years. They've had this stuff for years. Look at that, colonizing
Yeah.
oceans, living underwater. How close are we to living under in the ocean?
And I want somebody to tell me who, besides the BAIO, is talking about this stuff for Black people. Who? Because I want to connect with them. I'm not saying, if there's other groups and other people out there who's got the same mindset as us, is looking toward the future, I want to be connected with those people.
And we were talking about, again, preparing for wars of the future. Again, when are we gonna focus on this? When are we going? Because I really need people to know, when are we going to start focusing on this? Because
Let me ask you another question, Jabari. You already know this, so it's like preaching to the choir. Automation is the last sector that automation has not taken over, is the service industry.
Most Black people are in service.
Exactly. So, what are we doing to prepare for that?
Nothing. This is the technological singularity inevitable. The technological singularity, humanity's last invention. They're having these conversations, and we're busy over here. Artificial super intelligence. They're having these conversations, and we're busy talking about what we was kings. That's what instead of having these conversations.
We was kings and
Artificial
queens.
super intelligence. We not having these conversations.
We got to
We
have
used
some
to be.
serious, like everybody keeps saying, "Oh, I'm tired of all this talking," and I've said this for years. We haven't even begun talking.
Exactly.
We haven't even begun having any type of real talk. So what are you tired of? You must be tired of the BS that you've been hearing for all of these years. That I can understand, but it's definitely not no real talk. There are discussions that's on the table that we need to be having on a daily basis, and we're not having them.
Because people talk about us moving in mass, and I said, we can move in mass. Here's the thing: you gotta have city planning for that. We literally have to design a city. That means we gotta map out the whole city, where all the drainage is going, where the skyscraper is going to be, the downtown area, the green space, smart infrastructure. All of that has to happen before we even begin a mass migration.
Mass migration. Yeah.
And can I ask ADOS and FBA a question? What are your plans for Black people in this country when the technological singularity happens? What are your plans for Black people in this country in terms of getting jobs? What are your plans?
Oh,
I mean, is that a legitimate question to ask, Jabari?
And let me tell people what the technological singularity means. I need people to really grasp what it means. Here is the definition of the technological singularity. Okay, and I'm going to show it here. Here's what the technological singularity means. What is it meant by technological singularity? In technology, the singularity describes a hypothetical future where technology growth is out of control and irreversible. These intelligent and powerful technologies will radically and unpredictably transform our reality. Okay? And it's going to result in unforeseeable change to human civilization.
It's going to be like Ultron. Remember, Ultron was able to figure out what the problem was with human beings within 30 seconds after Tony Stark created him. Oh, y'all got to go. 30 seconds is all it took.
Are y'all going
like your what he said, your agenda or whatever they call it, your what's the word I'm looking for? When you give a computer guidelines, it's a certain terminology for
programming?
That. Yeah, your programming is off. That's what Ultron said. It's something about your programming is flawed. And then he went about figuring it out. Oh, you want peace in the earth with these people? Not gonna happen.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, in terms of singular task, artificial intelligence beats humans every time. Like, it's not a question. They beat humans every time.
Yeah, they've even figured out, like, at first, the humans were beating the machine in chess, but then the chess adapted to it. Now they can't even touch it.
Mm-hmm.
The top chess player at the time, Gary Kasparov, can't beat a computer in chess. Because even if you think you're going to try to trick it with some unpredictable moves, it already seen what you did before. So it's already adapted to that. And now you can't beat it at all. It is what it is. Human being could probably think, I think, Bobby Fischer and them can think maybe 12 or 14 moves ahead. The computer could think millions of moves ahead.
Oh. A computer can be sometimes billions of times smarter than a human being. I mean, if we want to be real, it could be billions of times smarter. That's what we mean. This is going to be irreversible, and it's going to be altering. And we got folks out here playing like that ain't going to happen.
Yo, man, I keep bringing this up. I know it's getting redundant, but I bring it up all the time. We went from analog to digital. Analog to digital. What happened? What did you do in your life? What did you do? You adapted.
Yeah.
Did you have to do anything special for it to happen? No, it happened and you got with the fucking program. Ain't nobody got no 8-track tapes no more. Nobody's listening to cassette tapes.
You can't even find that.
Nobody's even listening to CDs. When the last? I don't think I've seen a CD.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say.
Come on, man. It's like, when are we gonna stop? Listen, I cannot be listening and bowing down to something that was done in the 1930s. That's the one thing that I learned from Amos Wilson. Amos Wilson used to get papers every day from a variety of sources. That man read all the fucking time. And that's why when you hear him talking about, like, now, he predicted this whole China situation in the freaking 80s and 90s. And I was telling Ronan, me and Ronan were having a conversation. I said, when you do right now, any of us on this phone, if you go back and listen to us 20 years from now, we'll seem like prophets. Because what are we doing? We're tracking trends. What's the trend? Where are the trends going? We can do that right now. And then 20 years from now, somebody's going to listen to this live stream and go, wow, those guys were brilliant.
Yeah. And to pretty much steer this back to the topic of discussion, when you when you are a member and when you are supporting, nationhood, conversations like these can get a lot louder and it could be taken a lot more seriously. And the more that the content is being pushed out, the progress will speed up. Where not only it's me, Asiri, Hala, and Jabari talking about technological singularity, but it's all over. It's different chapters. There's in a perfect or in a great situation, it will be possibly another live stream in the BAL that's talking about something else right now, or maybe the very next day where they'll pick up off of technological singularity. Like,
And what has Hollop said before? We want to have a BIO STEM podcast, a DAO STEM or business this. The reason why is because, and this goes into our organization, we want to do things. When you notice stuff, you want to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and shout outs to Umoja too, because I loved his take on one of the live streams where he talks about there's action and then there's also effective action where you actually doing something and there's a result right after it.
We got to change the mindset of people to stop acting as if everything exists outside of them. They have to feel personally involved in this because
Right.
it's going to affect all of us. You can't be on the, oh, look, y'all need to do this.
And that's what, and what you said, Hollop, is
Y'all,
that's
what
the
are y'all
issue.
doing about it? Ain't no y'all, Negro.
And that's why the conscious community and people view the hoteps as being scammers. Why? Because there's no actual organization. Whenever you hear these hoteps and contest and conscious community folks talk about something, it's always them. Notice they don't have a business team. They don't have a plan. It's just them talking. Instead of saying, you know what, I have a health committee. I have a political action committee. I have a social media committee. The folks who are experts in social media, we need you. Come be part of the social media committee, post videos on our Instagram account, do surveys with the marketing committee. You're giving people something to be involved in, which is what I always say. You got to give people something to do. You can't just be running the mouth. You have to give people something to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I took I'll tell you this, I took a personality test. And when I took the personality test, I ended up being an ENTJ.
Oh.
Ooh.
And I ended up being a commander.
Oh.
And that kind of makes sense. Because I'm great at commanding. I'm great at can give you something to do. If you need something to do, I can give you something to do. I'm good at I can give you orders and can do it clearly, because that's one of the things also. You tell people what to do, but you're not being clear about it. You're not giving specifically clear orders. You're very vague, and so they're confused on what to do because you're not being specific.
Everybody should do that. Do the Myers-Briggs. Is it Myers-Briggs you did?
Oh, here we go.
I think that's what you talking about for the personality test.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, well, you had to do the scale, and they give you like the different, like, what would you do, and like this word describes you, and like you had to agree or disagree.
Yeah.
But you had to, yeah.
I'm an INTJ.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're the rare ones. I think I NTJ is less than ENTJ. I think the
Yeah.
only difference between us is one of us is introvert and one of us extrovert.
Yeah, I'm the introvert.
Yeah.
The lies. Anywho, does anybody have any last thoughts or any extra things they want to say? I think we tackled this enough. It could have been honestly been 30 minutes, because what more can you say
Yeah,
on this?
I'll just say this, that and I think we've said it, but I want to just be more specific with it. Is that I'm going to describe my relationship to the concept, and what I do is I consider myself an ambassador, a soldier, whatever you want to call it, for the concept. So if you come into my cipher, you're going to know about land infrastructure nationhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When it
Mhm.
comes to the content, I share, I like, I comment, I put that stuff on all of my social media. That's what I do personally. I comment especially because you want to make sure that there's engagement on the content. If we just throw up videos and nobody's commenting on it, then it's not going to get any engagement, and therefore the algorithm is not going to like it.
Shit.
That's why I love TikTok so much. TikTok is like old school YouTube in the way that YouTube used to work. That's why I'm hoping that it takes YouTube out. I really am. If they start expanding their platform, because I think they say that they're expanding to like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
But if
you
they
can do
start,
10-minute video. Yep, you can
yeah,
do
if
that
they
now.
start expanding to like long form, oh, YouTube is done. They're done. If they ever make that decision, YouTube is finished. They're going to be like MySpace. Because once the site becomes corporate and once you got all these ads and the advertisers become more important than the content creators, that site is going to die.
Mm-hmm.
MySpace was the shit. Remember, I don't know if many people may not know it, but MySpace was the shit back in the days.
Oh, I remember that when I was really, really young when that happened, like 6 or
Yeah,
7.
MySpace was it. Nobody thought, if you were to say back then that MySpace wouldn't be around, people would look at you like you're crazy. Just like they do now when you say that YouTube might not be around.
People, I mean, if you ask the younger generation, you ask folks like me and younger, they don't even know what MySpace is.
Thank you. I mean, Facebook has already been abandoned by young people.
Yep. It's mostly older people that are on Facebook.
Yeah, older people on Facebook and the younger people on TikTok. And they said that TikTok is the fastest growing platform.
Yeah, and I showed y'all the video. Many people get their news just as much from TikTok, if not more, than YouTube.
Jabari, what's your highest viewed video count?
My highest view video was 250,000.
250,000 people heard what he had to say.
Oh my gosh.
Think about that. I'm on YouTube. This will show you. Y'all know I can't stand YouTube. I have almost 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'll release a video and I'll get a couple of hundred views. So my even my own subscribers aren't getting my content. That's how fucked up YouTube is. Because even if let's say if y'all just
look how many likes.
let's just say you
Look how many
relegated
likes you
my
got.
content to my subscribers, then I should at least have about 3,000-4,000 views on every video I've dropped.
Yep. Look at likes too. I mean, look at how many likes we probably have on and thing. If you compare the number of views that you have for the BAIO channel. If you were to compare the number of views for the BAIO channel, I don't know how much we have, but to compare that to the analytics on TikTok, if I was to compare the total number of views that I've had, if I were to go and I were to say for the last 2 months, because they can only go like really 2 months, but I'll just go the last 2 months, right? So hey, let's see, for to this day. Okay. So for the last 2 weeks, so from May 13th, just this month, not even this. And technically I'm eligible to technically get money from TikTok because I meet the standard. But just this month, not even a month, I've had 212,000 views, 3,000 profile views, like all of that in
Yeah.
just a month.
Wow.
That's why I stopped posting on YouTube, because it's pointless. Because like I'm not getting any views and the message is not getting out there the way that I want it to get out there. It's
Thank you.
pointless at this point.
Thank you. That's what all I've been doing is trying to find sound bites, short digestible clips that I can put up on TikTok, because people listen. Like I put up the Amos Wilson clips already. The amount of views that those Amos Wilson clips have far exceed what they are on YouTube. And I'm talking about in a day, a 24-hour period. You talk about somebody celebrating. I am celebrating the death of YouTube like nobody else. I want to have a YouTube is dead party when that happens.
Oh shit.
Because it used to be, they took something that was really a viable way for people, for the average person to express themselves and gain some type of power, and turned it into another corporate nonsense. Once again, kissing the ass of rich people. Before, no, the advertisers were just, nobody even paid attention to advertisers on YouTube. Like, yeah, there were ads that were run, but there was no interaction between the advertiser and the content creator. Now, the content creator is being told, well, the advertiser doesn't like that. Like, who gives a shit? This is my channel.
We're not here. I mean, people are not going to your channel for advertisement. They go to your channel for your content.
Right. People don't go to YouTube to see advertisers. They go there to see your content creators. So why would you put the advertisers over your content? That's the kiss of death.
They flipped the script because that's
it's the kiss of death.
On TV, everybody avoids the advertiser, and they flipped the script on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And we'll get into this next. Wait, what's the quick question? We can answer it maybe in like 3 to 5 minutes. Hey, Sharp, if you can write it real quick, I can probably address it real quick. Question in reference to Liberia, although maybe too late. We got a few more minutes, so if you have the question, please like ask it like now, because we're not. It's past 2, and
well, we didn't start at 2, so we have
time.
2 hours. Yeah.
Okay, we have time. So yeah, you can ask the question. We have time. Yeah, Umoja's on. I know Umoja's on, and I want to give him a chance to speak. And then while he's speaking, Sharp, you can ask your question. If Umoja can speak.
Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon. How everybody doing?
Everybody's good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. It's really good to hear y'all. Really good. I was I missed the first damn near hour of it, but I was I wrestle more with the we thing, right? Like understanding fully that clearly there's no we when it comes to really doing something about our situation in the world. There doesn't seem to be a we, and I'm wrestling with how do we develop this we, how do we, because when we do the talking, it's really hard to deliver it for me at least, let me speak for me. It's really hard to deliver it without sounding annoyed and irritated at the situation, because I look at it with like a real serious sense of time perspective,
mm-hmm.
and a real serious sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Urgency.
Sense of urgency.
With a real sense of urgency. So when I try to talk to people or when I speak about this, it's like, y'all, like, why am I the only one taking it serious? Am I the only one that see what's going on in this country and in this world? And then instead of being like, you know what, that's a good idea, how can we get on board? How can we help? It's usually like, well, nigga, what you doing? Well, what about you? Well, what about me? And I'm like, why? I'm 5'6", 165 pounds. What the fuck is my little ass gonna do to change the world, man? Like straight up. Like, let's just, man. And it's
we need each other.
And it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating that I could write a paper, I could do a speech, I could make a PowerPoint, and everything is saying we, us, together, and hands will go up and everybody will start talking about me. What the fuck? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm trying to think, how can we back to this nationhood influencing? How can we be better influencers? How can we make content that's entertaining, that's engaging? Like straight
Umoja, that's what I'm planning to do when I eventually, get to when I start working, is doing skits. Like saying, man, I'm tired of what's going on, and doing the skits and incorporating nationhood, because that's how you.
Jabari, watch what I'm gonna do. I'm already on it. I'm about to make mine comical though, because I'm a damn fool. But I got some shit that I'm gonna do. I just when I had the energy to do it, I don't have the space to do it. Then when I had the space to do it, I'm like, I ain't trying to do that stuff. I got to be in the mood to, But yeah, I got some ideas for some Captain American stuff and some Black Power American stuff that's gonna have y'all cracking up. I know y'all gonna like it.
Both of
So
y'all.
Jamoja, what state are you in again?
I'm in Oregon, sir.
Oh, okay. Do you have your state logo?
I do not. I need one.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna send that.
I just-
Check your signal, son. Check your signal.
Yes,
Get ready
sir.
to send that to you right now.
Yes, sir.
'Cause we try, as you can see, we trying to get a theme going.
Okay,
I got this
brother.
new phone.
Okay,
I got this
brother.
new phone, and when I haven't logged into StreamYard yet, that's why my BIO
We need a brother like you, bro. We need a
just
brother like you.
just the original BIO logo is what I usually have, but I don't have it now. I'm looking like I'm looking like some random dude coming in to tell y'all the nation is stupid. We can do it right here. But yeah, that was it. So
You got it now.
I just be more focused on the weed, man. Like I'm really true to my name, man. I really do believe that we ain't gonna get nothing done unless it's a nice group of us, like straight up, or unless it's like unless us on this line, like a rich uncle die that we didn't know about, or a lottery hit, like you know what I'm saying. We're gonna be wrestling with this stuff between ourselves for a while. Get people together, something that Amos Wilson broke down in his book Black Power, man. He was explaining like when you have a goal or a mission, if you have more people working on said goal or mission, the chances of this being a successful mission increases greatly, and you work more effectively and more efficiently, and guess what? The work is easier. Like everything points to us doing it together. Yeah, we want to run around by ourselves complaining about stuff. We come together to the funeral. We come together to protest. We everybody's on board with all of our problems. We are all nod yes, 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 sir, no, yes, 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 ma'am, yes, yes, we agree, and everything. But when it comes down to us solving them together, we come up with any excuse to not to. Nigga, you light skinned it. Nigga, you ain't even black. You got a white. We come up with any excuse to not work together, man, while we literally being exterminated. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense.
Check your signal, emoji.
Yes, sir.
I think we're doing what you're saying right now. It's just we don't have the outward components yet, but internally it's happening. Because I know I've been working with other people in the group, other members, and we've been developing some stuff that is more internal as far as our direction. But this on the social media angle, as far as that content, yeah, we haven't gotten there yet. It's a long road, and we need to put a team together to address that.
Yeah. But
That's all.
What I can say though is that, excuse me, Jay. What I can say though is in terms of when I first came into the organization till now, there is more people. Should be way more, but there is more people like posting stuff on YouTube, sharing the stuff. There is a few more people doing that, so that is progress. And then with TikTok, like Jay said, like it definitely is more engagement and more eyes being put on the BIL. So it is. But again, I think about time, right? I think about the time and where we at now, and I'm like, what's wrong with these people? What's wrong with these motherfuckers, man? We should, yeah, it should be shit going down.
But also we have to give the avenue. I think that's when it will speed up, is when people have the avenue. If people see that there's an avenue, they'll take it. If they don't see there's no avenue, they'll be stuck on, we just need to do it here because there's no avenue. It was just like a tweet that I saw from somebody when I was asking about Liberia. He said, provide housing, jobs, and actually be in Liberia and organize, you'll see a opinion change quickly. And that's really what it comes down to. Once people see we're on the continent, we're actually bringing jobs and housing, then it'll be, man, it's nation without a doubt. But until that happens, yeah. And
we can literally build a neighborhood right now.
Yep.
Right now, if we had 20 people that was committed, we can build a neighborhood right now in Liberia without a problem. So it all depends, like Jamoja said. It's like, instead of people sitting back asking what this one is doing and what that one is doing, what are you doing? How are you being involved in the future of our people?
And also, and change the noun. Stop saying what are you doing? What are we doing? Because I can go to Liberia all I want to, but one person ain't gonna change the world. I could go to Liberia tomorrow, and that's not gonna change anything. Why? Because that's one person. Congratulations, there's one Black American in Liberia. There's one Black American in all different countries. But when I see 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 of y'all there, then it becomes this is a real movement because I'm seeing numbers and I'm seeing a collective there. It was just like Holla. I showed y'all this video in the chat with y'all. It was talking about they were like African Americans being lonely when they repatriate to the continent, how to deal with loneliness repatriating to the continent. And our response was, if y'all repatriated in a group, there wouldn't be no loneliness.
Right. Right. It's this Han Solo crap.
Oh, and Holla, can you address A.A. Sharp's questions that he asked? He said because he is former.
Let's see. Former military, Taxtron 12, SEAL Seam Ticks. I ran this concept across a couple of black diehards, think they were Americans. We are all operations specialists, intelligence department. From Euro viewpoint, what we are doing is, will this be perceived as a coup? That's the question. A coup?
Yeah. What we are doing? Will people perceive us as basically like us cooing, trying to take over the government, or not?
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because one of the things is that we learn from the lessons of the past.
Yeah.
And we're not there to be some force coming into Liberia taking shit over. That's not what we're positioning ourselves as, and that's not even our intention. Our intention is to make Liberia great again. And I don't see how anybody who's a Liberian, be it whatever ethnic group you come from, can argue with that. Because I was saying before, it's like it's not. I don't really give a. If I'm in a country,
I see what he's saying. He elaborated. He further elaborated because his point of contention was he says there are a few politicians, less than 100, but ruling 2 million people, 5 million people, but backed by European countries. The BAIO could be easily described as a Taliban type faction.
Not easily. I don't know how they can easily do that when the whole vibe of us coming over there is non-aggressive.
Yeah. Okay. Because basically, like the way that we sound, some people who are self-interested, corrupt, and greedy are going to say these people are basically coming to take over. They're trying to form their own separate government. I understand what he's saying, but we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to do that. But I get what you're saying. We get what you're saying.
No, we're not trying to take over the government. We're trying to get people in the government that actually care about the people and care about the country. And that's an argument that I don't think you're going to get a lot of pushback on when it comes to the boots on the ground people. Because I don't care what the particular ethnicity is of the black person that's in office that's doing something for the country. I don't understand that mentality. I really don't. Like what? All right. What are one of the ethnic groups over there? Just name one, Jabari.
Greba.
All right. Let's say somebody representing Greba becomes the president of Liberia, and they start instituting all of the policies that's going to make Liberia great. Do you think I give a damn that they're not African American? What the hell does that have to do with anything?
It's deep in some there are some African countries that they vote strictly along ethnic lines.
Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me being weird. When I'm around black people, I don't really make too much distinctions. I'm in Flatbush. I can see African Americans. I can see Africans from the Caribbean. I can see Africans from the continent. It doesn't matter to me. I feel like I'm amongst black people. One person may have an accent. So what? That's just the way I see it. I don't see us as I don't see all the differences or the things that people want to use to divide us. When I was in Rwanda, I'm not Rwandan. How come I felt like I was at home?
I think one of the things is, and this is where I think for us the conflict between the diaspora and us is that because the diaspora grows up in a black majority country, they some, not all, but some Africans will say, well, since we're black, it's kind of like what I remember hearing somebody say. He said, when I'm in the UK or I'm in the West, we're both black, we're from the same family, right? But the minute I step in Ethiopia or the minute I step in this country, I'm Ehara, you're Oromo. I'm Kikuyu, I'm Somali, or I'm Zulu, I'm Kosa. So it's like once we step into our black spaces, it immediately becomes, what ethnic group are you? Because actually, it'll be, what ethnic group are
Well,
you?
there is an example that we can look to that's a modern example. Rwanda. Go to Rwanda. What are they? Aren't they Rwandans?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they eliminate all that nonsense? This is our country. This is who we are. It ain't that difficult a concept to me. But apparently, you know, like you said, the brainwashing is deep.
It is deep because there's other people like Lebanese refugees living in Liberia currently, so it doesn't seem to be an issue for them.
I think one of the biggest reasons for that is because people will see that, oh, they're an immigrant group. So usually when people refer to immigrant groups, they say like, oh, their desires to assimilate. But when you are in a situation like, let's say, Nigeria or in Cameroon, and you got the Anglophone and the Francophone in the case of Cameroon, when you have the Igbos, the Hausa, the Yorubas vouching for power, then it becomes a huge deal. Because I remember asking a question. I said, well, a West African language needs to be the lingua franca of West Africa, and right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, maybe Igbo should be one. And people shot that and like, nope, because the Hausa Fulanis and the Yorubas will be upset about it if you
Mm-hmm.
made it that way. Like, it's that rivalry is deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think that we have the opportunity to form a cosmopolitan African nation. And I think that a lot of beautiful things are going to come as a result of that.
Well, if they can
Like one of the
tolerate
things,
Europeans moving over there still, yeah, it's possible.
because let's look at New York, and I'm not talking about New York now, but you know the New York that most people know. There's a lot of different ethnic groups in New York City. It's a very diverse melting pot of a city. And what did that produce? Probably some of the best food on the planet Earth. I don't think anybody can disagree with. I mean, this New York's culinary arts and restaurant industry is unparalleled. That's just one thing. There's a lot of good things that come from this cultural mix, and I think having the cosmopolitan African cultural mix in Liberia is going to produce some really beautiful things.
So what you saying, big brother, is something that I think about too when people talk about like how we're coming and bringing American ways and everything. It's always interesting to hear that,
Mhm.
because not all, let's not be confused about this statement, but in many African circles, particularly amongst the youth, they love America because they're lapping up all of the images that they're seeing online and music videos and movies and stuff
Bingo.
like that. So they love America. Now
Bingo.
here's the deal though. Here's the deal. It's up to us to come, because like I think it was Bari said that the people who are already in power are immediately going to use that, because that's really their only hand. They're Americans. They're going to come and try to kill us and blah blah blah, rape your women and everything else, and then it's not going to Liberia anymore. Now our job is to say, yes, we are Americans. Now let us explain what America really is first. Let us explain how America what the idea of America is, and then what America really is, and how we're going to bring actual good ideas to Liberia, and how we're going to make Liberia actually great for Africans. And I don't see how any right thinking person could argue with that, like just like Big Brother is apt to say often, like but this stuff has to be broken down to them. Because if I don't know nothing except Liberia, and then these quote unquote foreigners come, and I'm hearing the people who I know, whether I like them or not, right? Whether I like them or not. If I'm hearing them saying, oh no, Russia's bad, oh no, and save Ukraine, and I have no education, I'm going to be going for Russia. So if my president and my senators and legislators is coming and saying these niggas is coming from America and they're trying to take your country, I'm going to believe them first if I'm not hearing from these said Americans. So we're going to have to come and bring the message very right and clear. Like, no, we're coming to help you. And matter of fact, this is what your leaders are doing now. Are you happy how you're living? Are you happy that you don't have clean water? Are you happy that your electricity is trash? We're trying to upgrade you, boo. That's what we is. We're trying to upgrade you. That's all. That's it, and that's all.
And
That
A
was
Sharp,
it.
and I want to address A Sharp's point. Yeah, we have contingencies. We understand that Liberia is the base of operations, but we want to also have satellite communities. We know that all Black people are not going to be in Liberia and only Liberia. We are aware of that. So therefore, we realize it's going to be the focal point, but also we're going to have satellite communities in Sierra Leone and Congo and in other regions, because you need to be able to make sure that everybody can connect with Liberia, but also people have exit strategies. You know, if I want to go to the Congo, or if I want to go to, oh, I get what you're saying, Hollow. When you have that, when you have a satellite community and all that, then, you know, it makes sense.
I can't believe y'all taking my ideas.
Yeah. Oliver, you have anything?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I'm gonna leave it to the diplomats. But you can see where I'm going.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah.
It just solidifies. It's like the case in point to what I was talking about. It's like, all right, I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, because I
Oh,
think
I
you can
get what I
handle
say.
it better than me.
Yeah, I think we're good on that. I think we're good on that. I think we can go to another topic.
I think underrated knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. We get it.
Y'all taking my ideas. Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're here.
I'm here.
We always hear,
You're right.
unless you crying.
Is she
Somebody crying.
crying?
What happened?
Crying.
What happened?
What happened? They knocked you out?
What
What
happened to
happened,
who?
Emoja? Yeah,
I'm
they
here.
knocked you out.
Oh,
They took your logo away.
no, it's there. That's
Is it?
crazy. Yeah, I see it.
You must be in some alternate universe. Can't
What?
see it.
I just got to the I just got to the house and walked in and it
Yo,
connected to the Wi-Fi.
yo,
Can y'all hear me?
Shout outs to Michael.
Yeah, I'm
Yo.
about to say that's exactly what I was about to say. Holla, that's exactly what I was going to say.
I think we're good.
Any thoughts from you, underrated?
No, I've already said what I said. I do want to Ronan, Ronan, we got to take this at the lounge. I don't know where this I owe you some money came from. So let's keep it BAIO Nation Hub. Woo! So on that note,
Cue the cheerleaders.
Yeah, peace, fam.
Team INTPs. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We will have the lounge tonight. We will talk about the TV show The Boys, if anybody's seen it, as well as another topic. We're going to talk about the pros and cons to social media. I thought that would be a nice little discussion there. And
Ooh. Can we make as a subtopic the death of YouTube?
sure, we'll add that in the mix too. Might get
I
some
want to
good
have a
clips out of it.
BAO party when we dance on the grave of YouTube. I'll be so happy.
Hey, ho,
Yeah.
hey.
You know I'm half Indian. Show you right.
The most iconic thing
Yeah, but
of the Seer Hickstar tribe.
hey, look, Jabari, Umoja, since y'all guys are thinking about making skits and stuff, because I don't know, I think y'all stole the idea from me, if you ask me, but
This man.
why not make a collab?
I love that.
Y'all got some
because
skits
I was
anytime?
the first, technically.
Y'all got some skits?
Well, I'm working on some skits. I mean, well, the spoken word was kind of one of them, but yes.
I got skits for days, son. I got so many skits written on the conscious community. They might try to, assassinate me.
Oh dear, well, we don't want that to happen.
I got too much stuff on them.
Nice.
Like I want to do a Royal Rumble version of the conscious community. Like like in the Royal Rumble, like where every 3 minutes a new dude comes down, and then they got his theme music playing.
Oh yes.
I want to do that for the conscious community.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, here he comes, the Moors.
Here comes Umar. Here comes African. I don't know. I be pronounced it like Bombada. I don't even know.
Dane Holloway is coming down the aisle.
Oh my gosh, Tariq Nasheed coming in at number 26. Slobber knocker.
Oh, he has been eliminated. He has been eliminated.
That will be hysterical. The Royal Rumble of Consciousness.
Make sure you have costumes.
Yeah, you got to. You got to have their own theme music. I can see Dane Calloway coming out there. Hey,
Oh snap!
Oh god.
DA29 says, and it's Dane Calloway backflips off the turnbuckle.
I wonder who's going to eliminate the most people.
No, I mean, hey, no, hey, yo, I really think it possibly could be. I think it could be Dan Galloway, because with his signature move, the Gallop, I think he might be able to swallow everybody out.
Oh no, I might have to give that to ADOS. ADOS got that finisher move, the reparation slam.
And then it's going to be a problem when the Hebrew Israelites come.
Oh dear.
That's going to be like Andre the Giant just entered into the Royal Rumble.
The Israelite tornado kick.
Tell you, man, that's funny shit right there. We can do that. It can be done. I'm telling you.
Then Tariq.
Oh, the Hebrew Israelites tag team. Nah, it needs to be the Hebrew Israelites and the Moors versus FBA and ADOS. And that would be one match.
Y'all done got me started.
And the Hebrew Israelite faction is going to be called the Most High.
Tariq Nasheed hit him with the donations finishing.
No, then we need to have the Native American or the Internet Pretendian tournament, where we have Turtle Island versus the Copper Cup King.
Winner takes all checks. There you go. There it is. DA29 for the mic drop.
Nice.
Tariq Nasheed coming out from under the ring called the Hidden Museum.
There you go.
copying Triple H's pedigree.
That's hysterical. That skit just writes itself.
Yeah,
That
every
skit just
time.
writes
But
itself.
every time, though, because it's not a first time.
Yeah, we have the conscious community doing the flare flop.
Flare flop. Oh,
Predictable. That's what it is. It's predictable.
Yeah, man. Make it fun. Make it fun.
Exactly. Well,
And you
never a
still
dull
get your
moment.
message across. And you get your message across.
Yeah, never a dull moment in the lounge.
winner takes all checks.
How much them checks gonna be?
Look at the beginning of the match, you could just see Umar, Tariq, Ados just looking at the money in the bank at the top before the match start.
5,
Oh no!
4,
Oh no! Y'all,
3,
we got a
2,
surprise.
1. Bang.
We got a surprise. We got a surprise. Brother Polite has officially broke out of jail and has entered the Royal Rumble.
All right, that's the end of the stream.
Bang. Oh shit! It's Polite. Polite is coming down.
Hassan Campbell has some bitterness he has to address. There's been some loss. There's been some lost time.
Oh wait, and then you got to have like the Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan standoff. That's gonna be Tariq Nasheed and Umar Johnson. They're gonna be in there together.
Oh my!
Oh my God! The electricity.
Umar Johnson's official name is King Kong Crazy. That's what we need, because there's a YouTuber that responds to him. That's his channel, King Kong Crazy, because it's responsible for it's a response to Umar Johnson, because Umar Johnson is he's called himself King Kong Consciousness.
The King Kong of Consciousness. Okay.
This
You got
dude
so many
said-
titles.
This dude
The
said,
Prince
"Brother
of
Polite
Panhandling, the Prince of Panhandling.
is out of jail." This dude said, "Brother Polite is out of jail and enter the Royal." You know what? He should be number 30.
Uh-oh. The new
Brother
Wapians are
Polite,
coming.
Brother Polite was rather came with a surprise. He decided to make sure that he stopped to the store and get some delight.
I want to see the Most High faction go against the Nubian, the Nuwapian faction. That should be really
The
entertaining.
Nuwapian. Oh man.
We got the Moors come down. He be using his fez as an illegal weapon.
Oh my God!
Brother
Then you got
Polite
the
just
Most
came
High.
out
Then you
of
got the
jail.
Yahweh weapon. Then you got, what is it? The Yahweh splash.
The Yahweh splash.
Oh shit!
Brother Polite come out with an orange suit and some prison flops.
He made the turn orange is the new black.
He turned it, and you know how you got to make it dramatic. You got to bring him up in the prison, thing, and have it back up into the roadway, and then he comes out the back.
The new Bobby and Frog splash.
Holding a bar of soap.
He throw the soap down and start running in the ring. Or better yet, he takes it to the ring, throws it down, pick it up. Let me stop. I'm just clowning right now.
Yo.
I don't have no sense.
Or maybe too much sense.
Yeah. The new Wapian is frog splash. The conscious community crossface.
Mm-hmm.
The
F1 in response to John Cena's F5, ADOS and FBA and them can't do it. So they said, instead of doing the F5, we can do the F1.
Oh, who we gonna give the ankle lock to? Gotta throw that in there.
Oh, the sovereign citizens. We need to give it to the black sovereign citizens.
citizens.
The ankle lock. Because they think they free until they realize they got locked up and now they can't go nowhere.
Shaking my head.
It just writes itself, man. It just writes itself.
That's
Key
hilarious.
Swahili Worldwide. Peace. What's up, bro?
Peace, Key Swahili.
No, actually, it's good that we have all these different groups. More people for the Royal Rumble.
That's gonna be entertaining. That had to be where that gonna be live stream at, because pay-per-view ain't gonna be it. Oh, I remember that when I was younger. Pay-per-view. Oh my god.
Man, you talk about some promos. Could you imagine the promos is gonna be cut for that?
Oh my.
Candace Owens with the progressive Hurricanrana.
We got the Sahitler tribe. We got that one, and then we got the promo. He's like, "Who is the king of consciousness?"
Yep.
That
the Royal Rumble
power up in the sky. We flying so high, we don't understand what's going on. So why don't you bring it on, and we'll show you.
Yep.
We fighting for the checks. We fighting for the checks. We'll do whatever it takes. We ain't getting no breaks.
He got to have a crown on. Since he's the king of consciousness, he have to have the crown on because he's the king of the ring winner. That's a different.
How can you have the crown when you dancing like a clown and you acting a fool?
Why you already got bars though?
We got to have the king of the ring and we got to have the Royal Rumble. Those are the two. And then when we get past those, we can get to Hell in the Cell and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
The Hell in a Cell match. It's too. You can't. I never seen a Hell in a Cell battle royal, so you got to. I think the best match would probably be Tariq Nasheed versus Umar Johnson in the Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah.
So Tariq has to win the Royal Rumble because that way he fights. Umar Johnson in the Hell in a Cell. So we got the King of the Ring winner versus the Royal Rumble winner in a Hell in a Cell match. That will be fantastic.
For the Hidden Colors title.
For the Conscious Community Championship.
Conscious Community Championship. Triple C.
We have all kinds of stuff. We have outside interference, all kinds of crazy shit going on in that match.
You know how they sign that contract in WWE before they fight?
The contract signing. Oh, yeah. We're going to have that.
That's going to be big. Umar and Tariq.
You thought the Rock and
Umar
want to
have your grits. Hey, Umar want to have your grits money, so we got to make sure we feed
winner
him
takes
wise.
all checks. DA29. Oh.
Can I have your grits money? Can I have your grits money? Can I have your grits money?
You know what? He's going to interact with the crowd. Umar's going to be like, you know what I want? What? I want your PayPal. What? I want your Cash App. What? I want your Zelle.
No!
What? I want your bank
Ronan.
statement. What?
Oh, yeah.
Ronan said Tariq and General Zod should do battle.
Finally, Tariq has come back.
Or maybe SummerSlam.
Well, baby said, give it all the proceeds to the Cheesecake Factory that the revolution will be.
Yo.
Our sponsor is Brownie Bowl.
Our
sponsor is Applebee's. Applebee's and the Cheesecake Factory.
Who's gonna be
after I get this chocolate cake, this red velvet cake, I'm gonna go to the Royal Rumble. I just need the red velvet cake. I just need it before I get into this Royal Rumble match.
Who's
all right,
I
had red velvet cake. All right, I had some pasta.
What you say, Underrated?
Who's going to be the commentators? Who's going to be the Jim Ross and King Lawler, Jerry King Lawler?
Ooh, I think you need to be one of them. Definitely.
Oh dear.
Maybe you and a Siri could do it. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun.
Oh my gosh. It's Brother Polite.
Oh,
That's the
no.
human being in
Oh,
there.
I know who would be the craziest. Nah, Professor Griff. Professor Griff need to be
No.
Professor Griff.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
actually had a talk with Professor Griff 2 times before. I said I actually had talked to him before, Professor Griff, because it was a point. Well, I don't know if he still has the same number, but yeah, he just gave out his number and he was just like,
Oh yeah, he right. Anubis is right. Son Netta already got that. Yeah, Son Netta. Oh yeah.
does
You
it
spoke to
seem-
him on a live, or you just spoke to him personal?
No, this was phone number. This was
Oh.
like back in 2018. Yeah.
What you talk about?
So I was talking to him about, because after I had watched Hidden Colors and then I saw some of his content where he was part of it was like talking about the music industry, but then he was like talking about African history and the third eye and stuff like that. So I was just kind of like, getting more of the details of what he was meaning by it. And this is, way before I heard about nationhood, but yeah, he seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, Griff is cool. I ain't got no issue with him. I mean, ideologically, we definitely on different pages, but as a person, he's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's cool. He's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anubis is right. Holla up. It need to be Son Netta.
So Netta for what? He said already have that job. Oh, you mean as a
commentary?
commentator? Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'll sign Sonetta to a contract to be one of the commentators. See, we need 3 people. We need 3 commentators.
I thought it was 2 each, one for Raw and SmackDown.
No, it's usually 3.
Oh, it's 3. Oh.
Because you got to get the when you have like the ultimate is when you had like back in the days, Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain. Like those 2 kind of set the template for how you're supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they use 3 instead of 2 because it kind of spreads it out so each person doesn't become, because you got to have 2 really good people if it's going to be 2.
We need some Spanish commentators. Oh
yeah, you got to have the Spanish announce table because somebody got to get sent through it. Somebody got to get sent through the Spanish announce table. That's definite.
No bueno con nosotros Tariq Nasheed. Donation slam. No bueno. Mucho gusto.
Oh, have mercy.
No.
You've been watching too much Mexican wrestling, I can tell.
That is hysterical. I'm telling you, man, we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. That they thought Dave Chappelle's show was funny. We put that out.
They're going to give us a Netflix special.
I'm telling you. I got skits for days, man. Plenty of skits.
All right.
I have written down. So if whatever y'all want to do it, just let me know.
We should find out who wants to head up that social media team.
Yeah, man. Because we got to get that BAIO TikTok popping.
Mm-hmm. First
For
order of
sure.
business.
Because Jabari has his, he's putting energy into. I have mine that I'm putting energy into. So we have to have somebody that wants to take on the responsibility of the BAIO and let them do that.
Well, and part of that could be even just like sharing what the members is doing too, and like these videos, clips from these videos.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna take some clips on this one. The conscious community crossface.
20
No,
bueno.
but what was the one?
Ellos.
What was the one that we did though? That Dawood was on there, and he was talking, and I was on there, and the star was talking, and I can't find it. I was trying to find the clip from it, and I can't remember which stream it was.
What was the topic?
About what?
I'm something that sis has said. She has said she was saying something about thinking that our people have became complacent with like and just used to being in the situation that we in. Yeah, I can't remember. And Dawood was talking about it. And Dawood was talking about like the like people who dealing with stress and trauma
Oh,
and
that was
stuff.
2 sessions ago.
Because I remember saying, yeah, it's also stressful for those of
Yeah,
us who sit up there trying to work for our people. That
I
shit is
remember.
depressing and hurtful, man.
Paula,
Like straight up,
go back
people
2
talking about
weeks.
trauma.
Go
Oh,
back at
okay.
least 2 weeks.
I can't remember what the live was on.
Which part did you want to
2
get
weeks.
out?
You said 2 weeks. That part when we was talking about like trauma and stress and depression and stuff.
So it's the
Yeah.
Woo talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me and
Okay.
Dawood talking.
Yeah. If you go back on the channel and you find that live, just try to clip out or try to point to the
Yeah,
the
I'm
timestamp, and then I'll do it.
gonna try to find. I'm gonna try to find it. 2 weeks ago. Thank you.
Yeah, I will definitely do that. He said we can get some of that on the cheap. I know. Like me and my friend Dev, rest in peace, used to have those conversations all the time. We ever said if we ever became rich, me and him would compare niggas. We was gonna buy niggas. Like most people buy watches and cars and stuff. No, we buy nigga. I tell Dev, like, if he ever need a light skinned nigga, I'll give him one for the weekend. You know, if you need like whatever nigga you want,
Oh my.
we're the nigga whisperers. Cause they come cheap.
The who?
They come cheap, really cheap.
The
Don't cost
who?
that much.
The Ninja Whispers.
Hollow, you said the who?
The Ninja Whispers.
Ladies and gentlemen, BAIO live stream, y'all.
The
Can't get any better than this.
the Ninja Whispers.
Ah, they
The-
come cheap. They come cheap, man.
That's got to be a skit itself.
Buy them.
Yo. Whenever I see ninjas, I laugh. I laugh so hard when that's what they're.
The nigga
I thought you
whispers.
said, oh my god, ninjas, bro. That is funny.
You could just see somebody in the corner. Psst, psst. Hey, nigga. What?
Ninjas. Oh my god. Yes.
Oh, snap. Whew. All right. I think we're good.
We're good. I think we did our 2 hours.
All right. Yeah, we're good. But,
Peace to Dundada.
Oh, peace, Dundada. I didn't even see
Dundada,
that.
I hope you like the tomato thing I threw up. The growing tomatoes clip. That was pretty hysterical. That was Dundada. I was on there with Dundada and Bell Thano, so that was a rare one. That's where I got that clip from. It was like an old show we did. Yep. Grow some tomatoes. That's the solution to white supremacy and racism.
Tomato.
Yep. And homeschool your kids. I forgot that too.
Oh yeah, don't forget
Homeschool your
that.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
Homeschool your kids right after your underwage job that you work 80 hours at.
The white man is the white man, and the black man is the black man, son.
That's deep. That is deep.
You want to know how to solve white supremacy? Mow the lawn.
Just so y'all know, if the conscious community rises up again, I'm heading to Mars and I'm heading to Pluto. Well, I was already heading there, but I'm just gonna head there earlier.
Well, that you can feel safe. It will not rise again. Trust me on that one.
What?
You don't have to worry, because that's not going to happen. As a matter of fact, I believe that most of these younger people won't even know what we're talking about if we say the conscious community.
This dude say he heading to Mars.
Listen. I will head to Mars. I will head to Callisto, Titan,
Damn.
Pluto, the Kuiper Belt. I will go in outer space.
I have a question for the We Can Do It Right Here people.
Hmm.
Why doesn't ADOS or FBA get a dedicated satellite?
Hmm.
I mean, since they always say that the news is putting out negative images of, black people and stuff, if they had their own satellite, once you have a satellite up in the air, then you got a news station automatically.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
I mean,
that.
why doesn't ADOS have a helicopter? Why doesn't ADOS have a news truck? With the big antenna coming out of it? Why don't they have that? Can't they afford to get a truck or a helicopter or a satellite? I'm just asking. So, talk amongst yourselves.
You mean have a focus group?
What's that? What's a focus group? Are they from Turtle Island? Is that another faction? Like the focus group can come down the aisle?
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Oh, snap. The focus group. Oh, white supremacy and immigrants are stopping and undermining them. Damn, that pesky white supremacy and immigrants. God damn you. Stop it. Why are you doing that? Why are you stopping them?
Oh,
Fiddle McDiddle.
So mean.
What don't y'all understand? The white man is Thanos. The white man is God.
Oh, that's right. They did get the truck, but then Thanos snapped it out of existence. Thank you, Jabari. Thank you. I forgot. They got the truck, they got the satellite, and they got the helicopter, but Thanos snapped it out of existence.
Ninja, what are you
I guess
doing?
we got to go back. We got to get the Avengers so we can go back to the pre-snap so we can save the news truck, the helicopter, and the satellite. Problem solved.
Ninja.
I can see having that discussion underrated. You be like talking to a FBA, be like, we had a satellite. You don't know what you're talking about. We had it, but that was post, the pre-snap. Post-snap, we don't have it no more. Because we got to get the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos. Oh, okay, I got you. So y'all still putting your team together. I got you. That's right.
Why do I feel like I'm in a scene from Fat Albert?
Because you are.
Call it the Negro Stalling
Abiba,
Hotline. Oh, shit. No, not again. No.
Oh, duh.
Not that shit.
Oh, God.
Weeba Yuba Habba Sabba Labba.
Here we go with this shit.
Umar gonna be Captain America, Pan Africanism. Nah, he's not that. He's gonna be Iron Man. He's gonna be Iron Man.
Wait, what did Muffin Man say? A weepa baba boo boo. 15.
Weeba don't know no Sabba Labba.
my God, I'm in tears.
Weeba Baba Booba. My favorite color is 15.
Oh,
oh, oh,
Mushmouth.
oh.
No, we need to
Starling
stop calling it the
Hotline.
conscious community. It's the conscious. It's the conscious community.
There you go.
Get your conscious community potato chips here.
Get your conscious pretzels, y'all. They're delicious. Whenever
Ronan
you're part of the
almost spit
conscious,
on his
it
damn
becomes
beer.
delicious.
My bad.
I'm sorry, Ronan. I'm sorry. We clowning right now.
We having a field day right now. It's our field day. Okay.
Weeba Baba Baba.
In order,
I can't wait for the Mushmouth promo.
Oh man.
Yo. Oh dear. It was Hollow. It was funny on Discord on the lounge. He played the Mushmouth clip.
Ah.
Baba 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 baba. No 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 no.
It's funny how Mushmouth fits right in, right? He fits
Oh,
right
that
in with
shit
today's
took me
music.
back. Oh, that shit.
all right,
took me
stop,
back,
man. My cheeks hurt.
That shit took me back. Balloon. Balloon.
Balloon. Mushroom? You mean mushroom? Or you talking about tomatoes? You talking about tomatoes and
Oh.
potatoes and yama?
That's where that mumble rap came from. Beepa baba baba. Baba beepa baba.
There you go. That's it.
Whole language there.
Oh,
That's
snap.
alien talk. That's alien talk. That's how you know. That's where the conscious community that they inventing new languages. Remember, what is it? Psychological cryogenics, abstinence,
Psychological cryogenics.
What is it? Is it Pan African epistemology Africanus?
I remember watching a SpongeBob episode when SpongeBob ate this no, Patrick ate this bad Krabby Patty and his breath smelled like throughout the whole day. And I was like, what if the militant integrationists was like when they speak, like their breath was hot? We can do it right here.
Listen. If their breath was like that, they would set the whole black community on fire. There wouldn't be a black community to build anything because they would have eviscerated it so much. Okay, it's one thing to have bad breath. It's another thing to have Dracula breath. Okay, in Dragon Ball, like it can give you a whole knockout punch. That could have been the greatest boxer of all time.
Oh,
the way their breath
shit.
was. Okay, we're trying hard not to become a hashtag. Okay.
When you want, if y'all want to spot a Negro stalling tactic, when they about to take a big deep breath, take cover.
We need to set out the alerts. There's officially a warning.
Have some Tic Tacs in your back pocket or something.
Make sure the Mentos come in handy.
How you gonna bring all people alive?
Oh, speaking of which, because of that, maybe because they have so much Dracula breath and their breath ends up eviscerating the whole community, maybe they just need to taste the rainbow. Maybe if they just taste the rainbow, their breath will be better. They just need to taste the rainbow, y'all. They just need to go through all the different flavors, but they just need to taste the rainbow.
Beepa bapa bapa. Hollow, do it again, man. Do it again. Hollow, please, man.
We but don't have beside the library.
Beep bop, beep bop. I can be no. This is how they sound like. What is it? Here's how Umar Johnson: psychological cryogenics, Afrikanus Lonius Adfina, King Kong consciousness, King Kong clown, King Kong.
King Kong consciousness. We need to make a skit where a little kid is sleeping, and all you can hear is Tariq Nasheed saying donations, 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 donations.
We is our own worst enemy. Remember that? Remember that? What is it? Tariq that she made the train was coming.
Oh, he said we.
Oh yeah, we need. This is Tariq Nasheed. We need to play Tariq Nasheed's own song. We need to play Tariq Nasheed's own song. I'm not gonna show my screen, but I'm just gonna.
What? The wash your ass?
Oh.
Oh. Weepadabba shipalaba. Hollow, I cannot see you in person saying that, man.
I know this is old news to us and everything, but maybe a live stream about the death of the conscious community is in order, so we could just clown everybody and then dead it.
You know
Hey,
what?
Can y'all hear my
I'm
thing?
down.
Clown everybody and dead it. From organizations to individuals, just clown it and then dead it and move on.
Have a roast session.
For real. Why not?
I'm down,
I mean,
man.
like I said, it's old news to us, but get the laughs out and be like, bye, y'all.
We don't see your screen, Jabbar, if you're sharing it.
Oh no, okay.
Oh,
hold on. I'm about to play the audio.
Hey.
Baba.
Y'all hear that? Y'all remember that?
Oh snap!
Oh damn! Yeah, that'll be his theme music when he comes down the aisle.
That dude coming down with a cover of Vaseline.
Don't that sound like a WWE theme though?
That sure do. Matter of fact, this sounds very similar to a wrestler's theme music.
Like the Godfather or something. Like you can have Tariq Nasheed coming down. Coon train is coming.
Asiri, your turn.
I can't speak.
Your turn, Asiri.
Yeah. Who can we have? Like, see, that's one thing that the black women could be proud of. It's not really representation in terms of clown ass black women that we could have up there in the conscious community. Because the guys have decided to take the lead in coonery.
Well, you got Diamond and Silk.
Yeah, but they're more like conservatives, you know. They're not really conscious community.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think of somebody in the conscious community. Oh, am I crazy? Yvette Carno.
Oh, snap.
There it is. Yeah, we got to have her coming down. We got to do a theme showing for her.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stand the rain.
No, we need to let her put on the America's Superman cape.
What would I'm trying to think? What would be a good finishing move for Yvette Carnell?
Oh, it was when I was really younger. I remember the wrestlers really. Remember, what was it? Trish Stratus and Stacy from W. Remember those two?
Yeah, Stratisfaction.
Yeah, and what else? The slap from Stacy.
Oh yeah, Stephanie was the one who was slapping too.
She sure was.
Stephanie was slapping everybody.
I remember that from WWE Day of Reckoning.
Yeah, Yvette Carnell. The
Yvette
funniest Stephanie McMahon slap was the one she did to Ric Flair. She
Oh
she
my
caught
God.
she slapped Flair right in the middle of his Flair strut.
Yo.
I was cracking up.
Yvette Carnell.
Think about it. You ain't gotta come up with nothing right now, but we think about it. We need a finishing move for Yvette Carnell.
That'll be something. All right. Okay. I think I'm good. I think I got it all out. I think I'm good.
Cool.
I don't know about y'all, but yeah.
Cool. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good for today.
Yeah. Ooh, and at the lounge we'll talk about the NBA finals too for the sports fans as well. Yeah, it'll be a lot, but I'm looking forward to talking about the boys because
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch the episode 4 before y'all ruin it for me.
yes, please watch it.
Look, I like how you didn't. There was no denial. Fuego. No denial about ruining it.
I think last week I almost slipped in saying something.
What did you almost slip and say?
About the boys.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Y'all gotta watch that show. Watch season 1 to get up to date, because you couldn't come in now and really understand what's going on, like the magnitude. But it's a good series. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Because it's a realistic representation of what would happen if superheroes were a real thing. Like, could you just imagine? Like, Superman can basically move, make the Earth rotated. He can basically move planets and stuff. Imagine if that guy here was a sociopath. But it's literally nothing that you can do. You can't arrest him. You can't kill him. So he's just like running around doing whatever the hell he wants to do and abusing and killing everybody, and nobody can do anything about it. That's what The Boys is.
I say, get the fuck back.
That scene right there defined the whole series.
That shit cracked.
Don't say what it
me
is, but
up.
don't say what it is. But that
I ain't
scene
gonna
there
say
defined
it.
the whole series.
I ain't gonna say it, but that shit cracked me up.
Oh, I sent you the Ric Flair clip.
I'm looking at the thumbnail. Rick looked crazy.
I sent it to the actual part in there that I was talking about. It's funny as hell.
I'm definitely watching that. Oh,
He says your sarcasm is on another level, a whole nother level. Anyway, let's get off of here, man. We killing. We done overstayed our welcome.
I know, right? You know, this reminds me. Remember when Dave Chappelle and DL Hughley?
Oh yeah.
Like
They
we
start freestyling.
We supposed to read off the script, but we just like winging it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh snap!
Anyway, y'all, have a good day. Love you all, and comment on the video, share the video, like all of that stuff. Just give the content some energy and some love, because that's what's going to make the algorithm reach out to other people. If the algorithm sees that people are interacting with the video, then other people will see it outside of our circle. So let's do our part. And on that note, I will holler at you good people later. Peace, everybody.
Peace.